I talked a little bit in closing about Sally Bell. Since the time we started, Sally has been so generous to our organization. She's given us male dogs to use to produce puppies. She's donated 2 more females, and she's always there if I have a question. But pretty much after 15 years now, I know what the things to do are. And so, but we're indebted to Sally for a long time. And so, as I had said, I was beginning to study online, and I really, really felt like, hey, I'm starting to get really educated in this. And so it's time. It's time to start doing it. So we bred that first girl Sally gave us, Gracie. And that first litter, we didn't use as service dogs or donate them as service dogs. I just wanted to get a feel for the temperament and see what I was dealing with this bloodline. And then I could go back to Sally and say, hey, here's how these puppies are acting. I need a dog that is more interested in retrieving, or I need a dog that's a little less high in energy. And so we went from that point. I myself became very interested in the neonatal stage of the development of puppies. And so I started doing a lot of reading on that, and I came across this article. It's called Early Neurological Stimulation. And that process, if used correctly, was shown to produce puppies with stronger cardiovascular systems, stronger adrenal systems, most of all for dogs that were had that process done to them as pups. They were not as fearful at novel stimulus as adult dogs who had not been through the process. So we do that. Now we also do early scent introduction. So our puppies really start getting trained at 2 days of age, and that goes on through 8 to 16 weeks, which is when they stay here, and then we donate them out. And actually, if you look at nature versus nurture, studies have said that the nature or genetics of the animal, its pedigree, are pretty much, they dictate 35% of what an adult dog will be, but 2/3 of what an adult dog will be is the lessons it's learned as puppies. Were they taught things or exposed to things in the right manner? Were they not exposed to things that made them fear at, that fear stage, the first one, which comes about 8 weeks? So I really started to get into learning all of those things. And so those things, the genetic and the nurturing, are what have led to our puppies being industry-leading dogs in terms of how often they are successfully placed, which is about, based on feedback from our clients or partners, about 3 out of 4 times, which really, think about the organizations that were using only shelter dogs and getting 12.5%. And now here we are, we're donating puppies that pass up to 75% of the time. So now we're cutting down time, we're cutting down costs, and that really was our mission. That was exactly our mission, to reduce the time and cost it takes a person in need to get a service dog. And the missing part in the service dog world was a breeder who bred dogs specifically to be working as service dogs.